I'm Michael Murray, and this is 2938 Garden Lane in beautiful Chickasaw Gardens. For people who don't know much about Chickasaw Gardens, it is this beautifully planned community, started in about the 30s and finished out around the 60s and 70s. So you've got a really beautiful mix of architecture. You've got everything from low country Tudor to a Garrison Colonial, which we're in right now, to a few moderns actually, which makes it really an authentic area. One of the really big parts about Chickasaw Gardens you can't get anywhere else in the Memphis area is the tree canopy. You can build a house, you can remodel a house, but it's the architecture of the actual landscape that makes it really something that can't be duplicated. A couple things about this house. It's a big house. It didn't have much as far as style, but it had the great bones, and it was a well-loved house. So when we walked into it the first time, this is a passion project for me, and I did it for a dear friend, and we just walked into the house and saw the potential. Generally, how I get myself into trouble, like a lot of homeowners do, is I walk in and see what it could be, and then I forget, make sure you check how's the furnace, how's the roof, and this house had it all. So we were able to take all the hard work that the previous owners had done to maintain it and really take it to the next level. We repurposed some of the rooms, and what we did is we took kind of spaces that didn't have a purpose, and we took them and made them into something that could do two things. Whether it be an office that could be used as a guest room, or it was a secondary entrance, so that if you have a family that is a mixed family generationally, you have space for everyone. And that was really one of the main things we wanted to do here. When we first saw the house, what I see every time when I walk into a house is potential. I see, look at the size of the rooms, look at the light, look at the beautiful filtered light through the tree canopy. What a lot of people might see when they walk into some of these mid-century houses is they might see, ooh, it needs so much, but what you gotta see is how much they've already done. And so what we did is we looked at the floor plan of the house, we saw where can we make some changes and reimagine the existing rooms. What we ended up with was a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath house with 2 living centers, a family room and a formal living room. And if you're gonna live in Chickasaw Gardens, it's dual life. A Chickasaw Gardens home always has to have those beautiful formal rooms in the front. We chose to make them more approachable, more casual, but with a really sophisticated, tailored vibe. The other thing we made sure of, that it's a livable house for big families or small families. You can really compartmentalize the house and use as much of the house as you need, but have it for growth for later. You need to make sure that you're ready for what's coming next in a house. And this house will grow with whatever family is lucky enough to get it. My biggest concern, and what I worry about every time when I do a house, is I want to make sure that the person who moves in it gets to kind of check in like it's a hotel. I want them to have a concierge level experience. I want them to be able to see every room as they might live in it. I also want them to know that there's nothing they're going to have to do when they move in. We're going to make sure that they have the services in place. We're going to make sure that the people who clean the house and do the yard work are going to be people they'll have available to them. That's super important to us. We want to make sure that we're giving white glove service. One of my favorite things about this house is once we opened up the middle of the house a little bit and put in that spectacular kitchen, we made sure that as you stand in the center hall of the house, you can see all of the rooms of the first floor. You get to be near both fireplaces, and to have 2 fireplaces going in those chilly days in Memphis, I mean, it's like paradise. A picture tells 1,000 words, but there's no amount of pictures that could tell you and show you how beautiful this house is. Please come see it for yourself. This is 2938 Garden Lane in beautiful Chickasaw Gardens, Memphis.